Oh, it just faded in from white to cool. Okay,
So
I just unpaused it and it didn't do anything.
That's because
Oh, cool.
not fade.
Oh, that is mega cool. Hi everybody, back home. Good friend Todd let me use his camera, so I thought I'd do a little filming at work, show you what I work on, all the neat stuff. Today's barbecue day, so we didn't do much work. We're just kicking back right now. Now I'll take you for a tour around the hangar. Pause, please. You're now looking at my place of employment. And my box.
It wasn't one? Well, these aren't in there, so I think you probably take them home.
Okay.
What size are these?
Now,
9.5 regular. There you go, man. There you go. Brand new steel toe boots.
okay, the door just came out. That's me. That's us. And the hangar. Tool room. Bunch of sorted garbage. And the flight line. Can't really see nothing at night. Let's see here. That's Air Force One, believe it or not. Right now Clint's in Hawaii, and that's the spare, just in case he breaks down in this neck of the woods. Okay. And a couple of helicopters. Let's go that way. Alright, now you're looking at SSgt Pave Hawk. And a couple geeks back there playing hacky sack. My co-workers. Okay. Now, go over to this one. Alright, here's a frontal view of our helicopters. Here you have, that's the air refueling probe. Take fuel in flight. Radar dome. Doors. Some geek. Hey geek, smile.
That thing out of my face. I've seen enough of those damn things in the last couple of days. What are you making that for?
Folks.
Oh, yeah?
Say hi to the folks in Oregon.
Hi Mom, hi Dad.
Nah, not me.
Okay. Why don't you do a little narration on the parts of an HH-60 Pavok there, Sergeant Hoff?
What part do you want to know about? I can tell you anything and everything.
They took mine today and took it up on the helicopter when it flew up to 402 and back to the video
Okay.
This is the external hoist. It's rated at 600 pounds. Its weight checked at 1,800 pounds. Travels at 250 feet per minute. It's operated by a remote hand control from inside the cabin. This is a tire. Part of the landing gear system. In that system, please provide the along the edge here so the cable doesn't get cut by the door track.
Ah.
This is a HERS cowl. It's a hover infrared suppression system so that the cools the engine exhaust as it leaves the engine so it won't be picked up by NVG or a heat-seeking missile.
And what's NVG stand for?
Night vision goggles or night vision. Hey Brad, are you missing the safety wire on this?
Yeah.
Indicator. Tells you if the fire extinguisher is below or not.
No, I use the safety wire. I got it over in the other hangar.
Main rotor blade. Titanium spar. Nickel erosion strip. Honeycomb. Covered with a fiberglass shell. Very durable. This is a stabilizer. It keeps the airplane level. It moves up and down depending on the aircraft's speed. It has a vibration absorber, which is located inside here. You can see it. It's outside there. It keeps the airplane by hinging down in a hover. It keeps the airplane level. By straightening out like this in flight, it keeps the airplane level. This is the tail rotor head. So the tail rotor pedals are made identically to the main rotor head, and they are one piece, straight across. That's why they're called paddles. They have an elastomeric bearing so they can pivot back and forth and control the yaw of the aircraft. Airman Butler, your photographer, just did an inspection on this gray rotor head tonight.
And what does that usually entail?
Pulling back the rubber boots that covered the elastomeric bearings and checking the retaining plates and hardware and the elastomeric bearing itself for erosion and or any cracks or discrepancies thereof. It also entails quite a lot more than that, but that's the main part of the inspection. And the rest of it is basic airframe.
Give me some info about the engine. My father-in-law works on engines.
He works on engines. What kind of engines?
He worked on F4 engines, I think.
F4 engines.
That'd be a turbo thrust. This is a turbo shaft. So.
Yes. The only difference between the two are instead of we're using the thrust from the engine to turn a drive shaft, it turns it's hooked into the shit, I can't think of the name of the damn thing. The nose module right here, which transfers the engine thrust to shaft horsepower, which transfers that to the gearbox, which drives the main rotor head, and a drive shaft that runs down the tail pylon, and it's actually under the panel here, up the tail to drive the tail rotor. The engine is a T700 engine, and it's quite similar to the T58, which your father may have had some knowledge of. And it's capable of burning any fuel without adjustments. It's
Without adjustments?
yes, without adjustments. And I'm false in saying this is a 701 engine. It's actually an upgraded engine from the 700s. It can burn hotter and faster than the other engines.
Okay.
It's equipped with a anti-ice system, and there are two of these engines on the aircraft, one on either side, and they both drive the same gearbox. You're talking about getting into a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I think that's in depth enough for the folks. I think I'll get a quick shot of the motor. Ah, yes. There she be.
701C. Made by General Electric. About the elastomeric rotor head.
Okay. Here I am on top of the helicopter. Here's a overhead view of the... That's my boot. And that's the accessory gearbox of the engine. And that's all pretty much same old, same old. Okay, now let me shut this cowling. Just like that. Okay, here's the rotor head. Stiffler absorbs vibration. Damper prevents the lead and lag of the blade. The blade moves this way and that way in flight and goes up and down. And there's the tail, another little view. The drive shaft goes all the way down and back up to the tail gearbox. Notice the cant of the tail blades actually provides a little bit of lift. Okay. Looking out over here to this poor airplane. This plane is in phase. Gut it, take the engines off, take the rotor head off, clean it, inspect it, put it back together. And a couple other little things. There's the blades off of 209, which is in phase. And let's do an overhead shot of cabin and the probe. Okay. Another little panoramic view. Notice the quad covers in the engines because we're parking them for the evening. This is Friday, so we're not going to be working on them for a couple days. Keep crap out of the motor. And I think it's time to take a break. Okay, now I know you're dying to know what the inside looks like. Let me close this up. I'll take you for a view. Now, internal aux tanks. There's one, there's another. This is set up for rescue right now. That's a man carrier. And assorted hoses and tubing. Here's the floor. Gunner's belt. And window. Flight engineer seat. And that's pretty much it back here. Pretty cramped. Now you're looking up into the cabin. And that's a little view of the cabin there. Now let's get another point of view.